and welcome to the Bot Box. Chopper is not an axe. Chopper is an octagonal red bot with wedges on all sides and a yellow bar spinner bent at both sides, so it's pretty much like how my arms are. It was also made by helicopter pilots, and thus the name makes sense. I am not as disappointed as I would have been otherwise. Chopper made its debut in the second series of Robot Wars Extreme, where it entered the New Blood tournament, landed in Heat C, and drew Flipper, Mad Dog, and Axebot ICU. And Axebot did get into this episode! Chopper got off to a slow start and was the last robot to enter the fray. It did land a non-damaging hit on ICU though. It then followed this up by driving into Matilda's corner, leaving Chopper with damaged armour and a broken weapon. So Chopper rammed into ICU, knocking one of ICU's ping pong ball eyes off. That's easily done. ICU responded by pushing Chopper into a wall. Chopper escaped but got itself stuck on the flame pit. With help from the ref bot, Chopper got free, but it was on fire and drove around. Mad Dog, meanwhile, had died. Chopper gave Mad Dog a shove. Mad Dog got counted out, so that was Chopper through. Next up for Chopper was a lot of repairs. And once the repairs were done, and modifications for the next opponent, they had a fight against Full Body Hammer Storm 2. And they, like I said, they did the repairs, they made the modifications, they ironed their shirts. They're a very smart looking team. They had dress shirts and ties and everything. Sorry, I cannot provide a tie for this episode. I can't actually tie a tie. Well, once Storm 2 got a sustained attack in, which did take long, they rammed Chopper into a corner and turned it over. Chopper couldn't self-right, so couldn't do anything. Storm 2 opened the pit, Chopper was counted out, flew airfloor for the pit twice, got cooked again, and ended up a little bit on fire again, and pitted. Chopper never returned after that. Chopper bears a lot of similarities to Final Destiny, a super heavyweight from Season 5.0 Battlebots. However, Chopper didn't have one of Final Destiny's flaws. Chopper's wedges were all attached to each other. Final Destiny's were not, and that was a flaw that was exploited when Final Destiny went out to eventual super heavyweight champion Dissector. But Chopper did not do what Final Destiny did, namely kick bot and take names. In fact, Chopper is lucky to have one win on its record, and it's more it survived than it actually won. Still, Chopper lost to Storm 2, and Storm 2 went on to win the New Blood event. So, another thing it shares in common with Final Destiny, lost to a champion. So therefore its loss carries no shame, but it didn't go down with much of a fight. Poor Chopper. Nice paint job. Red, yellow, bright colours. So, who's next? Taiki, please be kind. I see a robot whose name begins with V. And V is for Victor. Well, of course it is. Until next week, Callison244, out.